What's going on, everyone? This is Jay from Premier Gaming Entertainment, here to bring to you my predictions video for this week's game versus USC. Before I get started, if you can, please leave a like on the video, as it definitely helps out the channel. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. Let me know how you feel about the game. Are you confident in our ability to go out to the West Coast and win? Are you worried about this game? Let me know how you feel about it in the comment section below. And as always, if you enjoy my content, definitely feel free to subscribe to the channel. So this is going to be an interesting game. It's our next biggest test of the year. Definitely not going to be easy. One of those cross-country trips to the West Coast. So, that's always an issue. And seems to be, if you just look what happened to Penn State, anything can happen regardless of the team that you play. Now, I will say that it does kind of work out in Michigan's favor that it's not a night game on the West Coast. So, it's being played 4:30 local time, which is 7:30 Eastern time. So it's still, even though it's, a day game from a time zone standpoint on their bodies, it's still, just a night game to them. So it's not that big of a deal. So I think that's going to work out in Michigan's favor. Plus, from what I hear, they decided to fly out a day early, to get adjusted to the time. I don't know how much of a factor that is, but I know it is a thing. So whatever advantage that they can get, I'm glad that they're doing it, so that it doesn't become an issue and it just comes down to X's and O's and competing and execution. So I'm happy about that. Word is they're practicing at the Chargers facility. Not sure how that happened. I guess they might have some favors that were, or they have a group of people out there who are, supporters of Michigan football. Can't guess who they are. But anyways, this is going to be a good test for the team. You don't want to look too far ahead, but if we're able to get past this game and win, then to me the rest of the schedule is, is you can navigate through it, I think, without too much issue. Obviously, you can have a home game versus Washington, which is actually going to also be in Michigan's favor, because from what I heard, it's going to be a noon game, which means it's going to be 9 in the morning for them. But let's not get too far ahead. Let's just focus on the game at hand. So I would say that this is going to be a game of strength versus strength. And what I mean by that is you're going to have two key matchups that are going to be pretty much the difference in this game, which is obviously the Michigan defense versus, the USC offense. And with that, the key is going to be, to me, is our defensive line going to be able to generate pressure and rush the quarterback? Because all I've been hearing all week is how good USC's passing game is, and their offense is this, and their offense is that, and they got this great passing quarterback, and the receivers are amazing, but To be honest with you, it's almost similar to the vibe I got from the Wisconsin game, though the Wisconsin defense did, for the most part, they did somewhat, hold up to their hype. I mean, but Michigan still ran for 175 yards. So, they basically tripled the amount of rushing yards that Wisconsin was giving up on a weekly basis. But I said going into that game that was based off of who they played. And they played a whole bunch of teams that weren't where their strength was not running the football. So it kind of heavily inflated their stats as far as being the number one rush defense. I feel as though it's the same thing as far as this for USC's offense. That they haven't played any very stout defenses as of yet. So that's obviously going to boost their offensive stats. And, it's going to be interesting to see how they fare against a defense that is going to put up some resistance. That's going to be a key matchup. Can Michigan get pressure without blitzing? Can they get pressure with their front four and be able to drop everyone back in coverage? That's going to be very important for this game, because if they can, I think it's going to be a long day for USC. On the flip side, it's going to be interesting to see USC's defense versus Michigan's offense from the standpoint of, can Michigan continue their success of running the football? Is USC's line going to hold up? Will they be able to stop Michigan from running the football? If USC can't slow down Michigan running the football, then Michigan is going to pretty much be able to dominate this game. Just from a standpoint of time of possession, being able to, move the football without, being impeded from doing what they need to do, and being able to be balanced as far as being able to do their thing, running the football, but then also sprinkle in the passing game as well, based off of how well they're running the football. So I don't think this USC defense is all that good. And I definitely don't think that their front is going to be able to hold up versus Michigan's offensive line. So that is going to be key. Plus, a few guys are going to be coming back from injury. So, you're going to have El Hadi back. Hopefully Hogan Hanson's going to be back, which is going to be a huge boost to the line and to, the tight ends room. So it'll be interesting to see, first of all, Bryce has another weapon that he can go to, but we'll see whether or not it'll help with the improvement of the running game. So those two things are going to be the key. Can Michigan dominate running the football and push USC around? And on defense, can they get pressure without blitzing? Those are going to be the two keys to this game. Like I said, the pass has not been kind to, Michigan going out to the West Coast, but things change. And, you can start a whole new thing and, kind of whatever happened in the past is in the past. You can start anew. So I think Michigan is going to do their thing. And by no means I think it's going to be an easy game. I don't think they're going to blow them out or anything like that. But I think in the end, Michigan's going to be able to come away with this victory. So I have Michigan. My prediction is I see Michigan being able to come out with the victory and I have the final score as being Michigan 31 and USC 24. Anyways, that's it for the video. Thank you for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like on the video. Leave me a comment in the comment section below if you made it this far. And if you enjoy my content, definitely subscribe to the channel. Anyways, thank you for watching. And as always, go blue.